All right, so I've just been checking, because I'm interested in earning. My next milestone in terms of earning is £1 million, £1 million. That's what I want to earn in a very short period of time. And I've done some calculations, and apparently to become a millionaire, to earn £1 million, the only thing you have to do. I'm gonna check the calculator right here. So, £1 million divided by 365. The only thing you have to do is earn £2,739 and 70. Whoa, that's wrong. Yeah, divided by three. Yeah, so you have to earn £2,739 and 70. Let's say 73 pence every single day for the next 365 days, and by the end of it, before taxes, before expenses, before you spend any of it, you will have £1 million. But then again, you need to account for inflation, you need to account for taxes, you need to account for depreciation and amortization, you need to account for expenses, living expenses, household bills, your mortgage payment. You need to account for necessities. There's so many things you need to account for. Taxes being the worst, that probably will take, if that's income, somewhere between 40 and 65% of that income would be given away to the government in taxes. If you don't know much about tax loopholes, then yeah, pretty much between 40 and 65% of that will be given to the government in taxes. So you'll be left with at least you'll be left with about 350,000 if you're lucky. So that is that. I just find that really crazy that tax alone can take away between 40 and 65% of your wealth, especially if it's £1 million. Like that, it seems as though there's an agenda working against people trying to become rich. But anyway, pessimism isn't going to get anyone to be a millionaire. But the main goal of this video is I wanted to break it down pretty simple. I know all of you guys have a calculator, so you can do it yourself. But I checked it myself yesterday because I've been saying it for like months or years now that the next milestone, the milestone, the ultimate milestone, the first ultimate milestone is to earn £1 million. To have £1 million in net worth. But there, I pretty much just showed you, but that is not exactly net worth £1 million. That's it's still earnings £1 million. So you can do whatever you want with it. If you're financially intelligent enough, you can actually keep a lot of that money, more than 50% of that money. So, and get into the 2,709. I think it was £2,739 every day. It seems like a lot, but if you look at how much people get on average in the UK per month, some people if they do a night shift or something, they can get around £2,000 per month if they do around 6 or 7 days. That is a lot because people struggle to do 5 days alone, but if you do 6 or 7 days night, 6 or 7 day nights, 8 hours each shift, you could earn about 2 grand. But that's in a month though. So if you try to collapse, some people will go about it by trying to condense 30 days into one day. With regards to labor, that's impossible. You only have so many hours in a day. So, and that is why it is impossible, almost impossible, or highly improbable to make £1 million in income per year by doing a labor job, a manual labor job. There's only so many hours in a day, and there's only much money that someone will pay you per hour to complete a task. The goal is to leverage your work, not to, the goal for the employer is to leverage your work, not to give you your actual worth. Otherwise, there'll be no point employing you because they can't make a profit from you. But anyway, to the main point, how do you make £1 million in a year? Besides the calculation is 2,739, I believe. 2,739. So how do you work for that? From my experience, the way you do it is by either setting up a business, purchasing a business, but like purchasing shares of a business on the stock market. But then again, even with those, you have to have a decent amount of startup capital. There are some business plans you can start off with without much money, but then you have to spend the time. The less money you can spend at first, the more time you have to spend growing the company, and the longer it takes. So eBay is a good example. Amazon FBA is an example. I personally do eBay. If I had a lot more money now, I'd be able to grow the business a lot faster. But then again, the mistakes that I made financially would be a lot more amplified. So there is a way, if you can somehow gather a decent amount of financial intelligence that can offset any of the major mistakes that you could possibly make financially, then that would be great. If you so a combination of hard work, smart work, which is more important than hard work, efficiency. You need a lot of advisors as well to teach you how to run the business. People that have already been there, people that are currently in the industry. Take eBay for example. People, you need to read as many books as you can on how to become a good eBay seller. You need to figure out what items are trending, or just sell what you're passionate about. I'm personally passionate about Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I've been passionate about. I've been collecting them since I was a kid. Obviously, I don't play them, but I'm just still fascinated by them, so I still sell them. So stick to what you're passionate about, then it won't seem like work, and then you can do it for a long period of time, and you won't really feel exhausted. You actually quite enjoy it. So, doing that and maximizing sales as much as you possibly can. Study marketing, study sales. Just do everything you can to maximize sales, and then within 1 or 2 years, if all goes well, then you could be earning, I don't know, hundreds of thousands or thousands per month or per year. Of course, that might not be enough to get the million, but then again, you need to look at other income streams. That will be YouTube. YouTube. I wouldn't say. If you're trying to earn £1 million in a year, I wouldn't say good start with YouTube. YouTube requires the most amount of delayed gratification out of almost every single social media platform, because it's very very slow to grow subscribers unless you know a lot of influencers that can share your content, and then people will come to you, or unless you go viral, but or unless you have like one or two or a few viral videos. But YouTube, I wouldn't say would necessarily get you to that point. So starting your own business, if you're lucky, then and it goes well, which most people are not, then you get it. Then you get the money you want. But I would stick to a safer option like eBay. eBay is a safer option. You can do some market research. They have a lot of plans for like a lot of packages, a few packages that people that buyers can purchase to help them to set up an eBay shop. There's a lot of things that there's a lot of tools out there, but I would say the most two important things are hard work, but also smart work combined into one. That's one thing. And also choosing something you're passionate about. If you do that and you try your best to maximize sales, study marketing, study sales, then I mean the sky's the limit. But I'm gonna cut this video short. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.